So recently, during one of the PTA meetings, my son's teacher was telling me that the KG boys take it very hard on themselves if they are not taken to the park every day. They are like very sad if it's not been, they're not done. So what I have to say is basically years later, once they leave school, they are not going to remember the fact that they didn't spell the word flossy, nosy, nihilification correctly on the standard fourth, but rather playing football in the rain is going to be the most wonderful feeling that they are going to carry with them until they fall in love. Once they fall in love, they become the football themselves. Two boys, just like any of you guys here, are playing football on a school ground overlooking a building that's being constructed. So one of the boys is like, dude, do you know when is this building going to be finished? And the other one is like, who cares? He's like, I care. Because of this building, the building fund got added to our school fees and the school fees is doubled. Now I hear from my parents a year full saying that paying for this building is much more better because at least at the end of the day, that building has got some utility. Now moving on, I actually, once in a while, I go and pick up my son from the bus stop and then we walk back home. So while walking back home, what I usually do is that I actually cover him so that he doesn't see certain movie posters that are there on the walls. So I would either kind of block him and walk in such a way that he doesn't see them, or I would just talk about some random topic and keep his attention outside of it. It then dawns on me that years back, when I was a schoolboy myself, on the height of the President Clinton's scandal that broke out, for an entire week, the Malayalam Manorama at home was not there. It just disappeared. And I was cursing the hapless newspaper boy for missing to put that newspaper because I wanted to read something in the newspaper and that was never there. Again, going back to my school days, during 11th standard, we were given a topic for a composition as life after school. Now, most of us wrote a lot about being a doctor, being an engineer, being a lawyer, IAS officer, IPS officer, astronaut, whatnot. But there was just one guy who just finished it off in a single line. It was just like, after school, I come home, eat, watch TV, and go to sleep. That's it, just one line. So recently, the Infosys founder made a statement that you should have a 70 hours week than the current setup that is right now. So people like us have to keep a tab on the internet history of our kids. We have to haggle with the teachers for that one extra mark that they have missed. We keep badgering them in their in WhatsApp if a kid loses a safety pin. We've got a lot of things in our plate. So that's exactly why Mr. Narendra said that the young have to work 70 hours a week. It doesn't apply to us because any which ways we do a lot of things in our plate. 25 years ago, I was the schoolboy who was playing football in that particular ground while this auditorium was being built. 25 years back, when we were in a 9th standard, we got a topic saying, what happens if girls come to Loyola? What followed was a barrage of adolescent ramblings that a lot of things had to be censored before they could be published. Now we have girls in Loyola. In general, what I've heard is that the decibel levels have gone up by a couple of notches, which is understandable. 25 years have gone by, but every single school speech in this auditorium starts with Reverend Father Principal, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Thank you guys. You guys have been a wonderful audience.